Hi guys. I'm hopping on today to talk about Chat GPT. It has been in the news like crazy. Everybody who talks about marketing is talking about Chat GPT, and so many of these headlines that they're using is Chat GPT the end for creatives and all that kind of thing. So it was probably time that I hopped in here to let you know that no, your career is not ending. Copywriting is not ending. Here's the thing. First of all, fundamentally about whether it's Chat GPT or whether it's AI, it has limitations. First of all, it is incapable of being creative. It will take different things and pull them together, but it can't have an original idea. AI is not capable of original ideas. So that's point one. Point two, it is also completely dependent on input. So it only works when someone says, write me a sales page about X. Okay, but if it's given cruddy inputs, it's going to only be able to give that level of output. Whereas you could talk with a client, they say, well, I need a sales page. You sit down with them and say, okay, well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about who your target audience is. Let's talk about what they need to hear. Let's talk about we don't just take inputs. We work with our partner, we partner with our clients. So not only can ChatGPT only and AI only operate off of inputs, but it can't collaborate the way that we do. We are not just producers. We don't just someone doesn't go, okay, write me this. And we go, yes. And then we give it back to them. That's such a small part of what we do, right? We collaborate with our clients. We, in a lot of ways, often we get our clients to think about their businesses in ways that they have never thought about them before. We are not just we're not just word creators. We are strategizers. We ask questions that bring insight. If you haven't yet, at some point you're going to talk with the client and they're going to say, yeah, I think this is what we should do. And the more you talk with them, you have the opportunity to say, actually, based on this conversation, I think that what you should do first is this. And then we can move into this and this and this and this and this. And Chat GPT is incapable of that. All that it can do is just spit out words. Now, I'm not going to tell you that there aren't going to be some people in the world who are like, great, I never have to hire another copywriter. I'm going to use GPT. I never have to hire another designer. I'm just going to use AI. Yeah, of course there are. Of course there are. Because there's some people who want business to be easy. There's some people who want to be lazy about it. Fundamentally, and I will absolutely say this to anybody who asks, trying to use Chat GPT for things as integral to your business as copywriting, as the actual messaging, it's lazy and it's misguided. The work that we do requires strategy. It requires that mix of creativity and strategy. And quite frankly, ChatGPT can't do either of those things. Like I said before, it's entirely dependent on an input. And even with an input, it doesn't give you a ton of great stuff. And actually, are there some potential benefits to ChatGPT? Absolutely. Maybe we'll be able to use it to help us generate ideas. Maybe it will help us look at things from a different direction. But do I think it's the end of our career? Absolutely not. Do I even think that it's a threat to our career? No, not in the least bit. It cannot do, it can rearrange words and put them together. Awesome. But so can like anybody or anything. It takes skill and it takes creativity and it takes insight and it takes strategy to do what we do. And that's why what we do is valuable and will continue to be valuable. And don't forget that messaging, and I don't just say this as a copywriter, I say this as a business owner, messaging is the most important part of anyone's business. You can't have a successful business without effective messaging. And that is what we provide for people. And Chat GPT can't do that. So watch this again when you need to, when your podcast comes up that says Chat GPT is going to end the creative industries, or when, on nightly news when they're talking about it or whatever, because it's the topic right now, right? So come back and watch this again if you need to, but it's not the end of our industry by any stretch of the imagination. But as copywriters, it's going to be interesting to sit back and just see what happens with it, and to keep an eye on and see if there's any way that we can use it. And honestly, I don't even know yet. And like I said, maybe for generating ideas, maybe for different perspectives. I don't know, but this is not something to be scared of or to feel threatened by. So that's what I have for you today.